Hello, hello, welcome back to another video, and if you're new, welcome. So today I'm going to be doing some 3D Easter Bunny nail designs. I will tell you what I'm using as I go through the video, and I will try to remember to put everything in the description as far as links go. I hope you enjoy. All right, so I'm going to be using a tip stand to do these tips. These are full coverage tips. I got these from Nail Couture. I think they came in one of the scoops that I purchased a while back. And this is the extra long pipe shaped nails. I've gone ahead and I've sized them to fit my hand. This is just a practice hand. I've named her Jessica. Anyways, this one is from, let's see here, Red Iguana. And I've had it for a few years. She works great, still in good shape. So these tips, I've gone ahead and they're just scuffed. They're not necessarily primed or anything like that. And what we're gonna do is paint these. Hold on, I didn't get the lamp turned around the right way. All right. So what I want to use, I want to do pink and purple. So I'm going to be using, oh my goodness, Yogemay gel polish. If I remember right, I purchased these in a kit. They came in a kit. They're all pastel colors. I think I got these off of Temu. So this one is 026 and this one is 131. And we're just going to do like every other one with pink, and then the others will be purple. And these colors are gorgeous. I've used them already on a few clients and I absolutely love them. So they're all going to get painted, and 3 of them will have the 3D art on them. Okay, and I may have to do a couple coats. But look at that pink. I love it. These are so pretty for spring. Yeah, we're gonna do 2 coats. And then some of them will be shiny with a top coat, and the others will be a matte top coat. Okay, this one is looking bubbly. Hold on here. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cure these for 60 seconds in an LED lamp. All right, so these are cured, and I'm gonna go ahead, like I said, I'm gonna do 2 coats of each color. at that purple. I love this color. So I think I've got 1 week left. There's this week and the next week, and then I think it's Easter. So maybe I'll use the other pastels in another Easter design. Okay. Okay, everything's covered. All right, so back in the lamp for 60 seconds. All right, so these three in the middle are gonna have the 3D acrylic. So the pinky and the thumb, I'm gonna go ahead and put, this is Shiny Star Top Coat. This is called Pluto. This is from Nail Couture. And I just thought this is perfect for the Easter themed nails. So this is a top coat. That you don't have to wipe. You don't have to do anything with this. Put it on, cure it, and you're good to go. Okay, so we'll go ahead and put this one in the lamp. And then this one. Again, I think, if I remember right, these polishes came in a scoop as well. And I need to check. I don't know if he's still doing those or not, but those are fun. I always loved the surprises that came in them. I just got a little carried away with them. Okay, look at that. Okay, so these two are gonna cure. I'm gonna turn the lamp because I'm gonna do some other stuff. So those are gonna cure for 60 seconds. And then, let's see here. I'm just putting everything aside. So I've got a few different things of acrylic that I want to use. Okay, so the monomer I'm going to use today, this is Nail Couture's monomer. This stuff is awesome, especially in the wintertime. So I don't know if anybody else has noticed, but for me, myself, this sets up a little quicker than I like it to, especially if it's warmer outside. So yeah, the winter months, this works great. So I'm going to be using that monomer. Okay, and then along with that monomer, yes, I mix. Some people will say you can't do that, but you can. I'm not going to argue about it. So anyways, I'm going to use, this is Young Nails. This is their Speed Clear. Uh-oh, that's not right. This is a white. That's why I have it written on there. This came in one of those boxes as well. It was like a mystery box. I don't know, a couple years back, I should say. So anyways, this is the white. Okay, and then I've got, this is Eternal Beige. This is from Nail Couture. This is such a pretty pink. It's like a, it's like a, natural kind of color. So, and it works great. I don't have anything negative to say. I'm gonna clean that up. I'm not gonna, yeah. Oh, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna have a mess everywhere. Nothing negative to say. And then this is not polished. This is one of their acrylic powders. I purchased a few different items from them about a year ago. This is Golden Hour M120. Okay, don't turn these upside down. Just a really, really pretty color. It's just very sunny. It's just a real cheery color, I guess you could say. Okay, I'm gonna have a mess. And then I'll be using a matte top coat as well. This one is from, I got this off of Temu, so I will leave that in a link as well. But now in order, usually you top coat your nails before you do the 3D. Some people may be able to do it without. It just depends. But anyways, these three here, I'm gonna go ahead I'm going to do the matte top coat on all 3 of these before we do the 3D in acrylic. I'm going to leave them on the stand just because of the sizes. I don't want to get them mixed up. So on these acrylic 3D designs, I'm not putting a top coat on them. Everything is going to be left matte. Okay. And then these are going to get cured for 60 seconds. Just trying to make sure those sides are covered completely. Okay. And then into the lamp for 60. All right, so I'm going to do the middle one first. And I'm using the white to make the little bunny. Oh my gosh, I thought I cleaned that up. Okay, hold on here. Okay, I'm just going to leave that. All right, and then I'm going to use a 3D brush. This is from Crystal, if I remember right. I've had this for years, so don't don't quote me. And the other thing I've learned with this monomer, being that it does set up a little bit quicker than the other monomer that I use, it works great for the 3D. Okay, so we're going to do a little bunny. I'm going to add just a bit more. I don't want that pink showing through. Okay, and then he's going to have a little tail. Now when you're doing your 3D, you can give your acrylic like a texture, if you wish. I was going to use another acrylic for the pink on the inside of the ears, but it looks like I may not have to do that. Okay, I'm trying to work somewhat quick because the acrylic, it sets up a little fast. Okay, so there's the little bunny, and let's see here. He just needs a few things. Okay, we're gonna give him his little cheeks. Okay, and then he's going to have a little pink nose. Now for the eyes, I'm just going to use like a little dotting tool and some black gel polish. Okay. I'm thinking like a little bow tie. So I'm going to use, this is Tammy Taylor's. It's a Prizma powder. And this is Watermelon Sorbet. It's P134. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. It seems like every time I take the lid off, everything just goes. I was going to use that pink, Eternal Beige, but it's really, really light, which is fine, but you can hardly see it. I love this color. So, so pretty. Okay. So there's the first one. And then I'm going to do his little eyes. So I'm going to use 002. This is E Nail Couture's black gel polish. And I'm just going to put 2 little dots for his eyes. And then I'll stick it in the lamp. Oh my goodness, fuzzies. Okay, I'll put him in the lamp for 60 seconds and let that set up. Okay, and then we'll clean that off. All right, and then the next one, let's see here. Let's do, so they have these bunny ears, just like maybe the top of his head, and then some bunny ears. That's super dry. Now this one I will probably put the pink in his little ears because, well, it's purple. Okay, and then this one I want to have one of the ears folded over. Okay, and if you feel like you don't have enough, you can always add a little more. Okay, I'm just going to carve out the inside of that little ear. Okay, so I'm trying not to put any, I don't want to crease or anything in this, on this side of the ear, because this is where it's kind of folded over. Just using the tip to get that in there right, and then the belly of the brush just to kind of flatten it. Okay. I was not planning on putting a face on this, but I made the head a little bigger than I was anticipating. Okay. And then I'm going to take a little bit of the pink. I'm going to see if this will cover in that purple. If it doesn't, we'll grab another pink. But I think it'll be fine. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm happy. That pink works really well. Eternal beige, I should say. Okay, and then we'll let this one set up. Or actually, he can't go faceless, can he? Okay, we'll put a little nose. I've got way too much on here. Okay, we'll do his little cheeks again. Okay, and then we'll do his little eyes. Okay, and then we'll cure him. And we might do something more with this one. I feel like there's something missing. So I'm just going to cure the black polish. Okay, and then this little guy is done. Okay, and then I want to do the back side of a bunny. I've seen these everywhere and they're so adorable. Okay, just going to do like the bottom, the bunny bottom. Okay, it's not going to be like a really smooth circle. I want a little bit of texture on there. Actually wanted it just a bit bigger. Okay, and then let's see here. Trying to figure out, do I want to do the feet first? So he's got his little back feet. his little back feet, and then we're going to do his little tail. Just using the very tip of the brush to try and give that tail a little bit of a textured look. Okay, and then we're going to come back in. I'm going to use a little bit of the Eternal Beige. And then we're going to do his little toes. Well, I'm going to try. I was thinking about doing it with the gel polish, but then I thought, no, I want to try and make these as 3D as possible. Okay, so there's his little toes. Okay, and then so they're all going to need a little something, I think. Can't just be bunnies, I guess. That's a little big. Oh, that dried already. I'm telling you, it works pretty quick. Just trying to make some petals. And then this is the yellow. And then I'm going to use, this is Tammy Taylor's Hot Green Neon. This is, I don't have a lot of greens when it comes to acrylics. So I thought this one would work fine for the leaves. Okay, and then we'll put one more leaf on this one. And then this one should be done after that. And then we'll figure out what to do with the other ones. I just feel like something's missing. Okay, look at the little bottom. So cute. Okay, this one, I've still got one in the lamp. It's cured. I just gotta get that one done. Oh, let's do purple. Okay, we'll do a purple flower on this one. That one was a little too wet. Okay, oops. That was silly, right into the purple. And we're just going to put a tiny little yellow in the center, like such. Oh my goodness, I have to move that powder. I keep going into it. Okay, just add in a little extra color. Okay, that one's done. And then this one. Okay, so let's do one more pink flower. Or watermelon, I guess I should say. I love the color. I know I've already said that. I just, oof, so pretty. I'm almost wondering if I should have done something with glitter. That's a bit big. Oh, dried out fast. Okay. Okay, and then we'll just add a few, or I should say a couple leaves. Okay, so there's that. I'm going to clean this up real quick, and then I'm going to put these on Jessica, and then we'll see what they look like. All right, and there you have it. So just a few little 3D bunnies done with acrylic. Yeah, I think they're cute. Gotta love the bunnies. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, comment, subscribe, and I will be back again shortly with another one. Cheers.